Few players have captured the Ibrox faithful quite like Nicolas Raskin, but the Belgian midfielder has now dropped a revelation that could send shockwaves through Rangers supporters. With speculation already swirling around the club following a turbulent start to the season, his words have only added more fuel to the fire, and fans are desperate to know what it means for his long-term future in Glasgow. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Oliver Antman only arrived at Rangers last month, but he won't be shy in challenging Russell Martin and the coaching staff at Ibrox if he doesn't like what he sees. That's the view of one of the Finland Star's former coaches, who has given an insight into how Rangers can get the best out of the winger. Antman, 24, was snapped up in a £3.5 million deal from Eredivisie side go-ahead Eagles and got off to a flyer at Ibrox by bagging 2 assists on his debut in a 3-0 win against Victoria Plazen in Champions League qualifying. The 24-year-old has been unable to add to that tally in his 6 subsequent appearances in all competitions as he awaits his first goal. Antman previously played for Danish outfit Nordsjælland between 2019 and 2024, and it was there that he came into contact with the club's technical director, Flemming Pedersen. And the veteran coach is in no doubt that Antman will soon be racking up his tally for goals and assists. Speaking to the media, he said, "He contributes in terms of his numbers. That is what we all want from players. We need outcomes. We have seen last season when he played in Holland, when he was a regular in the team, that he got those outcomes more often. At FC Nordsjælland, where we played for 6 years, we saw that in spells. He came when he was 17 and started in the under-19. In the spring of 2019, I gave him his debut while he was still an under-19 player. He never, even though he was there 6 seasons, was a regular in the starting team. He had the technical qualities to play in Nordsjælland and also the character. He wanted to get better, he wanted to learn, he was easy to work with because he has this intrinsic motivation to improve and better himself. It is also important for a manager to get into the head of Oliver, because he is the type that sometimes he can have a different idea. So it is important that you understand that and understand him. Sometimes Oliver will see things that maybe his coach or his teammates is not seeing, so you have to get into his head to get the best out of him. You can collaborate with him. My personality is that I like to be challenged because then I have a chance to learn myself too. While Oliver was playing at Nordsjælland, sometimes he could challenge me and my staff. That is always interesting because you need to see it from his side. Meanwhile, Cyril Dessers has declared his harbours dreams of going to the World Cup with Nigeria after sealing his Rangers exit. The Dutch-born forward has joined Greek giants Panathinaikos following 3 seasons at Ibrox, where he netted 52 goals in 116 matches. Dessers has 3 goals and 8 caps to his name with the Super Eagles so far, and is determined to help them reach the finals in the USA, Canada and Mexico next year. He said, "It would be a dream for me to go to the Africa Cup of Nations and the World Cup for Nigeria. That would be an absolute dream come true." Now in a huge Nicolas Raskin reveal, Nicolas Raskin insists a transfer away from Rangers is out of the question as he looks to resolve his complicated situation with Russell Martin. The midfielder has broken his silence on his ongoing predicament at Ibrox following the head coach's decision to leave him out of the matchday squad for the recent 0-0 draw with Celtic. That comes just a couple of days before the Belgian international was made to train away from the first team at the club's training centre. Raskin scored his first goal for Belgium in a World Cup qualifying victory over Kazakhstan at the weekend. He was on target in the thumping 6-0 win on Sunday night during his 5th international cap. Raskin popped up to poke home from close range just 6 minutes into the second half as he claimed his first goal for his country. A Yuri Tielemans cross was fired back across goal by Doku for the unmarked Raskin to slam over the line just inside the far post. With Belgium's qualifiers for next summer's World Cup now finished until October 10th, when they host North Macedonia, Raskin will now return to Glasgow. Rangers have a big match against Hearts on Saturday afternoon on home soil. And Raskin will be hoping to have cleared the air over his situation at the club to help his teammates against one of the country's informed sides. "My situation at the club is a bit complicated," has been quoted in the media as saying following Belgium's win. I'm going to go back, do the best I can to sort it out, get some playing time. But it doesn't just depend on me, it depends on the coach, the club. I'll do my best because I know this is an important year, and I absolutely want to be part of this campaign with Belgium. That's football. There are ups and downs. The truth is, I love this club so much. I've had some wonderful times here, and I have a great relationship with the fans. I try to give back to them as much as I can. I still hope we can find a solution. A transfer? No, that's out of the question. I want to continue to resolve this at the club. In other news, Russell Martin wasted no time showing faith in Nacer Giga when he arrived at Rangers, but so far the experiment has been anything but smooth at Ibrox. The 22-year-old centre-back joined Rangers on loan from Wolves just months after the Premier League club splashed £10 million to bring him in from Red Star Belgrade. Big price tag, big expectations, yet Giga's early displays in Glasgow have raised more questions than answers. He was part of the fragile Rangers defence that crumbled against Club Brugge, conceding 9 goals across 2 legs in the Champions League playoff. Now, with Canada international Derek Cornelius added to Martin's options, a reshuffle at the heart of defence looks inevitable. For all Giga's minutes in the side, his presence could quickly turn from gamble to liability. That's the warning from Scottish journalist Mark Guidi, who has been openly critical of the Burkina Faso international's ability to meet the standards required at Ibrox. Under Martin, Rangers have already leaked 17 goals in all competitions, a number that doesn't inspire confidence. Speaking on the Go radio football show, Guidi didn't mince his words. Giga is a concern for me, he's not up to it. If you're talking about a title-winning centre-half, a title-winning central defensive partnership. So Rangers, early signs, Giga for me could cause a lot of problems. The timing of Cornelius' arrival feels significant. At 27, the Canadian brings pedigree and experience, having gone toe-to-toe with Lionel Messi during the 2024 Copa America. His ball-playing ability even caught the attention of Roberto De Zerbi last summer, though his move to Marseille never translated into a regular starting role. A switch to Glasgow offers fresh opportunity. With the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, Cornelius will be desperate for consistent game time, and Martin will be hoping he can inject resilience into a backline in desperate need of stability. On paper, the solution looks obvious. Pair the left-footed Cornelius with John Souttar to restore balance at the back. Playing alongside Jaga, Souttar has often been shunted into an awkward left-sided role, leaving him exposed and underperforming, much to the frustration of the Ibrox crowd. For Martin, finding the right defensive pairing is not just a tactical tweak. It could be the difference between salvaging his tenure and watching it spiral further out of control. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.